All right, you want to start this video?
Sure. We're live here with Neil from All Things
Gumball.
Be filming one of his videos.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah.
Hope the vending business is treating you right.
Sorry it's been so long.
Yeah.
My first live since Michigan, actually, in here.
Yeah, and I haven't made very many videos since COVID started. And I was telling some friends of mine when we were, a long time ago, we had a farm and we used to raise dogs and horses and cows. But one of the things that we learned with dogs is if you give them two commands, like if I say come and the other person says sit, the dog will just end up sitting down waiting till he hears one command, a more distinct command. He's confused because he's hearing two different things. He doesn't know what to do. And in a way, since COVID started, I don't really know what to do with the vending business. I feel like I'm kind of in limbo, to be honest. Ron moved here from Michigan, and he's actually building a vending route here in the Dallas area, which I think is honorable, and we'll get into details of that story as we go. And you took a big risk coming down here. I know you're older. I came to Dallas when I was 18.
Thanks for that.
You came a little bit older. You came with a little more maturity under your belt. You came by yourself, but you knew someone here. You knew I was here. You knew that you could kind of, I could show you around and things like that. When I came here, I came with my brother, so I came with somebody, but we didn't know anything. We didn't know anything about the city. We didn't really, we were, when we first came here, we got a job right away. So, at least we had money coming into our pockets. When you came from Michigan, which is almost about 1,000 miles away, roughly, I think.
Yeah, a little more.
How did you feel about moving so far away from your family and friends?
I don't know. I feel good about it, I guess.
You do?
Yeah.
It's a big step.
I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it, to tell you the truth.
Spur of the moment kind of thing.
It was kind of spur of the moment.
Yeah. You know what? We're talking about the vending business. You've got all kinds of vending. I've seen vending for cars. Have you seen Carvana? Carvana is.
I have down here.
There's vending for perfume. You go sometimes into nightclubs and you can put a quarter in and push a button. You can get a spray of perfume.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that? Cigarettes?
I've known guys that went to bars though with roses and different things, selling stuff like that at bars.
So let's talk about honor boxes. Honor boxes are a little different than the candy machines because the honor boxes are going to be they're not as durable. Ron is kind of an expert in honor boxes, and he has some routes up in Michigan. He has started building a route here of honor boxes here in Dallas. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing and what you're going through and what you're dealing with honor boxes in Dallas or up in Michigan too.
Up in Michigan, I got a little over probably 200 in Michigan, and I got a friend helping me with those. And then I just started this week down here. I had 24 boxes and I put 23 out. And
now you put 23 out. You said you had 24 boxes. You filled them up.
Yeah.
You filled them up with lollipops, and you took one day and you went out and you found 23 locations in one day.
One day.
Okay, that's pretty impressive. I know in the vending business with the gumball machines, you're probably not going to find 23 locations in a day.
No.
Yeah.
No, probably not. What's the most you found in one day?
I think 7 machines in one day. That was 7 machines in 1 hour.
Wow.
Probably in 30 minutes. Believe it or not.
That's a good hour then.
And one of the things that I say in the vending business, the gumball machine business, is if you go knock on doors, you'll talk to 10 people, and one will say yes. that they're okay with you put a vending machine in, and 9 will say no. And I went out 4 days in a row, and for 3 days I got no, 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 no. Every day for 3 days, everyone said no. The 4th day I went out, the first person said yes, like in 20 minutes. And the next place I went to, they said yes, and then they asked for 6 machines. So to be honest, I could say in half an hour, I have found 7 machines, or 7. I put out 7 machines. I found a place to put 7 machines. I had to go home and get those machines and then bring them out. You know, you can either put them in your car and have them ready, or go back to your house and pick them up, make sure they're clean and everything, and fill them up with candy. Or you can fill them up in the location. And if you bring the tub of candy like this, if you bring the tub of candy to the location and you open it up, they're going to see that it's sealed, it's fresh, and when you dump this in the machine, they know they're getting fresh candy. So that's one reason why you might want to fill it up inside the location. So tell me a little bit about what you're trying to do with your honor boxes overall.
Try to locate them and sell them.
Sell them? Like tell me what you want to do. Sell them? Like, what do you mean? Give me some details.
Well, I'll help other people out that want to.
Well, when you talk about selling, are you talking about selling a route, or are you talking about selling just boxes like this? Like, here's a box that's not, it's not put together. Is this Is this what you're talking about when you talk about selling?
It's a good question. Really, any of them.
Okay.
I would sell them this box, the flat boxes, or a route, whatever they want, really.
And you have a route. You have a couple of routes. You could break them up into smaller sections. Like your route up in Michigan, you said is how many boxes?
It's around 200 boxes and about 5 routes.
Okay, you could break it up into 5. Now, why do you break 200 up into 5 sections? Is this depending on the location?
Yeah, where they're at.
Okay.
One route takes me north, one route takes me east, one route takes me west.
If you have
a little bit more spread out than Texas is.
You have 200 boxes, 5 routes. That means there's 40 boxes in each route, roughly.
Oh, yeah, I like to have 50 in a route.
If you go out and service one route, 40 boxes or 50 boxes, could you service all 50 in one day?
Sure. Yeah, I'll have 50 on my list for the day.
Okay.
And there'll always be some that aren't open, or
some stores.
Yeah. Wherever you go.
Have you noticed that, like, some salons, they're not open on Mondays?
Mondays, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah. And tattoo places are like that. But there'll be 10 places usually that you just can't get to for whatever reason. So if you have a list of 50, you'll do about 40 in a day.
How many? 40?
40 in a day.
Okay.
That's a pretty easy day.
All right, so Ron, you've been in this honor box business for a while. The honor boxes themselves cost about $10 a piece.
Correct.
And if you were going to sell some honor boxes to somebody with no candy, what's the minimum number you would sell to them?
Right now on my website, the minimum order is 10.
10 boxes.
Yeah.
So that's about $100.
Yeah.
And then the candy is going to cost about $7 to fill up one box.
Correct. Yeah.
The lollipops are about, to fill up one box, $7. So each box is going to cost you about $17 to start.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of all the places where you want to place the boxes, do you have a preference of, like, what are good places, what are bad places, What's the worst?
The worst is the one that takes your box. It's kind of a loaded question because you never want to prejudge a location.
Okay.
of course I like your mom and pop like restaurants and that, but you really never know
Right.
who's going to be a good location.
Well, let me ask you this. How about nail salons? Do they do well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about...
Anywhere someone has to wait. If
Well,
they have
like-
to,
like
if they
for
have to
an ex-
wait and they're waiting on
yeah, like an
something.
oil change place.
Oil change.
Yeah. Okay. And that's the same with the bulk, with the gumball machines. You know, if you're waiting there 20 minutes to get your oil changed, you're going to sell more candy there.
Yeah.
If someone runs in and grabs their laundry and runs out like a dry cleaner, in the bulk candy vending business, it doesn't do very well. But how about the honor boxes? Do they do well in the dry cleaners places?
They're all right.
Okay.
It's not. They're usually not a home run.
Okay.
They're usually in and out of a dry cleaner, but I've had some that were decent.
Okay. So you never really can judge.
No, I went into this one place that said, what was it? Oh, it said DNA testing.
DNA testing. Okay.
I thought, how many people are going to go in and get their DNA tested? You know, how busy can this place be? But DNA actually stood for something. It was drug and alcohol testing.
Oh wow.
And anybody that was on probation in the county had to go to this little building.
And I would think that they would use the candy just to get
Oh yeah, that was an awesome location.
eat the candy. Yeah. Okay. But why do you think it was a good location? What do you?
Yikes.
They were nervous or something being there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and they're waiting.
Okay.
They probably got addictive personalities. And candy's addictive. It's a drug.
So I want to go back to letting you guys know that Ron is selling boxes and he's selling locations. Here in Dallas, he has an advertisement on Facebook that he'll sell you 10 boxes on location if you're interested.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, basically, I got extra boxes, so I would just be going to really wherever they're at.
Okay.
Wherever you're at.
So if you're in the north area, north of Dallas or south of Dallas or Fort Worth
Sure.
or Mesquite or
DFW
Rockwall.
area.
Yeah, just, how far would you drive to set up a route for somebody?
I don't know, probably about 60 miles.
60? Okay.
But depends on how good the money is.
Yeah, it depends on... If someone said to you, I want 20 boxes, I live 100 miles away from Dallas, would you go there?
Yeah, I got a thing on my
Okay.
website for, I think it's 30 boxes for $1,500. And
30 boxes, that's with candy?
No.
That's on location.
Yeah, I'd be locating them with them.
But they'd have they'd have to come up with the candy.
Yeah, I would ship them the boxes.
Okay. Well, let's give more details on that, because that seems a little like there's more details that need to be spoken about. On your website, well, let's go to the website. What's the
It's
website?
kind of new, so
What's your website name?
www.allthingshonorbox.com.
Allthingshonorbox.com.
Yeah.
And it's $1,500 for 30 boxes. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I believe so.
And you'll go to their city,
In the continental United States.
and they will pay for the candy. You guys will pay for the candy.
Mhm.
He'll bring the boxes or have them shipped, and then he'll go with you to find locations.
Yeah.
Right? Now, why do you want to go
That's about $50
per box?
per box on location.
And why would you
minus
go?
the candy.
Why do you want to go with them instead of just go find them and then give them a list?
Because I want to teach them how to do
Okay,
it.
teach them so they can do it again.
Yeah. You teach a man to fish, you feed them for a lifetime.
Yeah, I agree. But if you teach them, then they're not going to call you back for more business.
That's fine. They'll tell their friends.
Okay. So, I'm sure in every business there's negatives, there's positives. In the honor box business, think of the positives, think of the negatives. Can you explain a little bit about both? What do you think about start with positives. Everyone loves positives.
Positives. They're small. They're cheap to fill.
Okay.
They're cheap to buy. They're cheap to get started. For $20, you're rocking and rolling.
They're lightweight.
They're easy to place. They're people.
You know
people
what?
like them. People want to help out.
Yeah, they're lightweight.
They don't take up a whole lot of space.
A child can carry this inside of a building.
Yeah.
A child could build this business. How old would you think a child could be to start this business? 10 or 15 or so? 12?
I remember my grandpa telling me he was an old farmer. He said he started working when he was old enough to carry a bucket of water.
Okay.
As long as you can talk to somebody, and carry a box, you can place a box and start.
And then what? Okay, so think of some negatives to the honor box business.
Well, kind of the same. They're small, they're lightweight, and they can travel easily. This ain't Fort Knox, so it's not as safe. It's cardboard. It wears out.
I think one of the negative things, like you're talking about cardboard, have you seen people spill drinks on the box, or how about ants? Have you seen ants climb up inside of there or anything like that? Or what's the worst thing you've seen besides theft? Or like, you say people steal the box. What's the worst thing you've seen happen to a box besides theft? Besides them taking the whole thing away.
Well, they try to break into it, or
okay.
Sometimes candy does melt on these inserts. And I guess I have had ants, but not very rarely.
And you know what else? I know this, because you're using lollipops, the candy doesn't melt. If you have chocolate,
once in a while.
If you have chocolate, the chocolate's going to melt.
Yeah. I've lost locations because of that, and that's why I've stopped using chocolate.
Now you mentioned to me that the holes in the box where you put the lollipops, you have the largest number of holes on your boxes. Is that right?
Yeah, well, 70.
Okay, 72, right?
70.
70 holes, 70 lollipops. But I've seen you flip it over like this, and you just fill it up. You said you can put almost 200 lollipops in a box like that. So if the business is really a booming business and you just don't have a lot of time to get out and service all your boxes, throw in more candy. So that's one thing you can do.
Good point, Neil.
Now you do have to have zip ties on the back. Can you talk about zip ties?
I mean, you don't have to have them, but I like them. And I like them for several reasons, really.
So the zip tie will keep it so that the money will be harder to, grab it and open it up and take the money out.
But there's also a second thing that comes in handy for if you change your colors up on different times you go to collect, you'll know when you go to open that box how long that box is set on location.
So let's say that you have 5 different colors, or how many colors have you seen in zip ties, right?
Yeah, you can get it in color if you want.
Okay, so let's say you have a blue color. That means you serviced those machines
January
1st or something, and then green would be February 1st or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you know how long the box has been sitting.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed another thing that you've done. I don't know if anybody else does this. What are these called?
Popsicle sticks or craft sticks.
Popsicle sticks or craft sticks. My dad's a doctor. He used to take these and press our tongue. Now you just use Elmer's glue on that, right?
That was just a generic glue, yeah. Wood glue. It was a wood glue.
We just glue that there, and what that does is it makes the box a little bit stronger right here.
You get a lot less wear.
Because I know when people are
helps with the wear and tear.
People are shoving. They're shoving the dollars in there. They could rip that cardboard there. So that's a benefit for having those tongue depressors in there.
I started doing that when my boxes got destroyed, and then I found out it was much easier and better to do it when I first got them. It really helps saves your box big time, and it doesn't cost you much. How long have you been in vending?
Me?
Yeah. How
Me?
long? Yeah, sure. How long have you been in vending? How long have you been doing honor boxes? What's your honor?
My honor box story is different than yours. I started with one gumball machine. I started with one bulk candy vending machine. And I had a friend that had some honor boxes, and he told me the pros and the cons, and I said, I need more content for my channel, and honor boxes are vending. So I thought, why don't you give me some honor boxes? Let me do a little, let me do some locating and servicing, and I'll get to know a little bit more about the honor box business. Overall, I've had about 15 honor boxes working. That's about my maximum I've ever had. And right now, I don't have any. But if you ask me how long it's been since I've been, when I started the vending business, I would say probably about 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
10 years ago, I was a waiter at a restaurant, and I put out one vending machine. And every week I'd probably get one machine out.
You never seen any vending YouTube videos at that time?
At that time, there were no vending YouTube channels, and now there's hundreds. I bet there's at least 100 channels.
Did you really think vending was a thing?
You know what? My wife and I, when we were married, we were in Amway. Okay, I don't know if you know what Amway is.
Sure.
But one of the things they kept telling us: find something simple, find something duplicatable. And the vending business is duplicatable, and it's simple. I mean, the gumball machines, the honor boxes.
That's what I liked about the honor boxes.
Yeah, the honor boxes are simple. It's duplicatable. You don't need a college education. We know somebody named Brighton and Trina, and Brighton is 10, and he could do a business like this. And speaking of Brighton,
better.
Well, let's say speaking of Brighton and Trina,
sure,
you got to meet them up in Michigan because they live near you.
Yeah.
Right? They live kind of in the Detroit area.
They did.
And there was a little controversy surrounding Ron and Trina and Trina's son. And Ron, do you want to tell the story of what happened between you and Trina? Are you guys friends now?
Yeah.
You guys are friends, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Was that all fakery? Was that a ploy, or was that real? Were you really? I don't know if anybody knows the story. I don't know how many people know the story.
I don't know if it's really been said.
I know on Facebook, Ron has a group on Facebook, All Things Honor Box, on Facebook.
Yeah, the Facebook group. Yeah.
All Things Honor Box, and most of the people.
Check it out.
Most of the people on Facebook know about his story on Facebook. So start from the beginning of what happened between you and Trina, because I think there's a lot of people that still think that there's an animosity between Ron and Trina.
Yeah, I was out locating boxes one day, and I stumbled,
in Michigan.
In Michigan, and stumbled across their boxes, or a box. I didn't know whose it was. I just a box. And I started putting notes in them.
What did the notes say?
I don't even remember now. Call me if you want to sell your route.
Okay, so it wasn't like mean. It wasn't
No.
It was like, get your ugly box out of here. No,
it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, are you interested in selling your route?
I think sometimes I just put like my website down, my Facebook group, or just a little hello, hi, I'm in the area.
Yeah. But did you feel threatened by her doing honor boxes? No. I've done the same thing. Like when
she was though.
when I service the vending machines, and I'll see a vending machine right next to mine, I'll see a number on there, and I'll call the guy and I'll say, or the girl, and I'll say, hey, are you interested in selling? Normally, most of the time, they don't want to sell.
Usually, you're more offended if you're the first person there. You know what I mean? If you're the second guy to the group.
In other words, if I have a box somewhere or a vending machine somewhere, and then you come along and bring a box, I feel like, man, you're walking on my territory.
Yeah.
But if I come in secondly and bring a machine, I still feel bad when I do that.
I just did it to one location.
Put a note in there on one.
No. I just put a box in one of her locations because I did see them around town, and if I see a new box in my area, I'm going to place at least one box there.
But I know that you don't see. I know the thing about Ron is we've been talking since he lives here in Dallas, as I do. He's been talking about getting into bigger things like Coke machines and snack machines. And I see my battery is about dying. See that thing flashing up there? I see my battery's dying, so I'm going to wrap it up, and we'll get back to the story later and then in another
Part two.
video. And just want to say, get a hold of Ron if you're interested in buying boxes or buying a route. And
like and subscribe.
I'll leave his phone number on the video, and you can call him, and he'll help you in any way he can. We'll catch you guys later in another video, or you'll catch me in another video. Have a good evening, have a good morning, or have a good afternoon.